Hi, Evie here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do my BreyerFest and Equilocity 2026 haul. I'm really excited to go over everything that I got. I do apologize in advance. It's going to be like a little bit gloomy in here today. So I have my Christmas lights and my fairy lights turned on to hopefully mitigate some of the gloom. We'll see how it goes, but I just couldn't wait any longer. So I'm really excited to walk you through everything that I brought home from the event. So grab a snack, grab a cozy cup of something warm, and let's get started. We're gonna start with my stickers, and as you can see, I was a little bit impatient and I already started sticking some of them onto my show binder. So we're going to start with the back of this actually, because I have been collecting the Stone Horses, the Rule of Three series since it came out. So I believe this is January, February, and this is actually April because I liked March enough that I put March on the front of this. So while I was at Equilocity, I went ahead and picked up May and June, I believe it was May and June. So yeah, they have been stuck all over the binder. I'm trying to think of anybody else that is new. I also stopped by the Maggie Bennett booth while I was at BreyerFest and got a little something from her booth. I also picked up this lovely sticker, again from Stone, of my new Grail, who I will probably never get my mitts on, but this is Running Out of Rain, and she's just so pretty. I mean, look at her with the rainbow mane and the leopard spots, like, oh my gosh, stunning. So let's see, who else do I have got? I've also got, this was also from Maggie Bennett's booth. This sticker is from Metal Oak Casting Studios. I was chatting with the artist and ended up coming home with something from his studio as well. So you'll see both of those in just a bit. So easily one of my favorite stickers that I picked up was this YouTube banner from ECR Horses 1901. I had the immense pleasure of being able to meet Erica in person at BreyerFest this year, which was so exciting. She's so kind. If you haven't watched her videos, don't stay here. Go watch her stuff. She's absolutely amazing. I think I'm allowed to say this, but I'm gonna have an interview with her later on in the year. So definitely, I'm very excited to be able to do an interview with her later on, but she has so many wonderful videos. So it was awesome to be able to chat with her for a bit. I'll definitely put a few that I really enjoy in the comments section below. Let's see, so I got Erica's, and I believe I definitely didn't get all my Stone ones, but I also picked up these two, which was really cool. And then on top of all of the stickers that I kept compiling, I think there's more stickers. I don't know, they're probably gonna pop up everywhere. But on top of that, two kids also gave me the sweetest friendship bracelet. They helped me set up my table at the swap meet and lined up all of my stickers, and then came back later with a bracelet. I about cried. That made my night. And I also had a couple other kids come up to my table and trade with me, so it was just a very like wholesome and exciting experience. So I think that is all the little stickers and stuff. I'm sure there's going to be more popping up at some point. There's another sticker from Stone. There's cat hair on it. What you doing? I just had to pause quickly because I'm using Shiro's bench as a way to get some hopefully nice natural lighting, so please forgive the cat hair, but I also noticed there was a bunch of cat litter on the window ledge that needed to be cleaned quickly. Who could have caused that? Who could have caused that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to do my best to pronounce all the names correctly. I have everything pulled up on my computer behind me so I can stop and check. But of course, if I have mispronounced anything, please don't hesitate to let me know. I want to make sure these names get the respect that they deserve. So without further ado, this is the first pony. This is the celebration model for the event, Corgi Hill Flinka, and I think she is so cute. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this mold. This is my first on the mold, actually. I was not expecting her to be so little, so I was quite happy about that, because that means more shelf space for more horses. So she's very cute. I was also able to handpick her, which I thought was very kind of the people working the event, that they gave me the chance to do that. That was really sweet. And then we also have the event stablemates. We'll talk about this one in just a minute. So these were the 4 stablemates for the event that you could potentially get with your ticket. And because I was in a group of 4, my husband and my parents came with me. We tried very hard to get one of each. Helsinki here was actually sold out on Friday when we went to go pick up our stablemates and special runs. But when I was talking to the person at the front there, they had mentioned, actually I think 2 people had mentioned, that they might restock on the following day. That they might restock on Saturday, because they basically just had like a big box full of these guys. So we just waited to use our final ticket and scanned it on Saturday instead. And when we got there in the morning, thankfully there were still a few left. So I was able to get... I was able to get him. I was quite excited for him. He's very pretty. I will say I like the set a lot more in person than I thought I was going to. This is Copenhagen. He might honestly be one of my favorites of the bunch. I love the sweet little belly spots. I think they're absolutely darling. He is cherry red in person. Oh my goodness, all the cat hair. And then this is Uppsala. I've got a lot to say about him. He's growing on me. He's growing on me. And then Keflavik, who, I love this little mold. She's so cute, and I love her face from this angle. She just reminds me of Candy. So I really like them. As a whole, I wasn't expecting to like them. I would have loved to have seen Breyer take a little bit more care, especially with these guys. These are supposed to be representative of different countries. Uppsala, for example, is supposed to be Sweden. And it would have been really nice to see more regionally appropriate breeds. For example, this is an American Mustang. Just, hopefully next year they'll take a little bit more care. And I think the designs themselves, honestly, could have been better. But on a surface level, I do like this little bunch a lot, and it's been making me really want to get a bunch of decorator stablemates, which I think is quite fun. And then on top of the stablemates for the ticket sales, there was also this guy who is a limited edition, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see. I actually got the decorator of the pair. So this is, oh my goodness, all the cat hair. This is Hugo. And the cat hair, I'm so sorry. He is the Icelandic limited edition online stablemate. There is a done Icelandic horse that was also part of this run, and then 1,000 of the 3,000 were this decorator color. And my camera is not going to pick it up very well, but in some lighting he can be very pink, which is really exciting. Yeah, he gets to join the rainbow herd. Wow, there's so much cat hair. And then my one direct stone purchase was this girl. So I really wanted to come home with a stone from Equilocity. I was really excited to. So this is Rava. She is a one-of-a-kind pewter stone chip stock horse foal, I believe, and she's got all these lovely little cat tracks on her legs and some really cute speckling on her bum, and I'm so excited for her. I cannot wait to show her. I don't know if my camera's gonna be able to pick it up, but she does have a little bit of brown on her eyes. she's really cute. I really love her. I was excited to bring one stone home, and she's just perfect. I love this mold so much. But wait, I lied. I actually brought 2 stones home. So this is a Flocky, and she's so cute. She's currently in pony jail right now because every time I touch her, a little bit of the flocking comes off. So just for her own protection, she's been jailed until I can figure out a better way to display her. I'm not gonna pick her up because I don't want her to accidentally fall over. Stone was giving out these little guys on their shuttle service. If you like answered one of the questions correctly, you might get a little Flocky. So very, very excited for her. So the other 2 smaller horses that I picked up were 2 micros. This is the lovely horse that I picked up from Maggie Benner-Jennett's studio. I unfortunately do not remember the mold that this horse is. If I can find the name for them, I will put it up on the screen here. But I've been really loving micros recently, and they're so easy to display because they're so little, but they're so detailed, which is one thing that the stablemates for me aren't always. So I'm really excited to maybe paint this guy. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing with them. All right, so the other horse that I got on the micro scale was from Metal Oak Castings, like I had mentioned earlier, and this guy is really cool. I definitely don't have anything like him in my collection. If my camera will focus, there we go. This is Giddy Up MK5, and he is so cool. As you can see, I'm a little bit of a fan of the D&D aesthetic, so having a micro like this that kind of combines 2 of my interests is really cool. He had mentioned that he's been wanting Maggie to make a robot horse for a while, and so this lovely little steampunk pony came about when he talked with his friend about making a horse. So very excited for this one. I don't know if I am going to paint him or if I'm going to get a second copy just so I don't accidentally ruin, because he's so detailed, but we shall see. These guys are fun just to have and look at in the meantime. And yeah, I'm quite excited about all of the minis that I was able to add to my collection this BreyerFest. I'm like quite excited about everybody. They're all really, really cool. And I almost forgot, I can't believe I almost forgot this guy. So this is a Northlight, and he was actually my last purchase of the event. He was in the very last room that I went in, and I love Northlights. They are the one type of horse that I am not picky about. I just want to get as many of the foals as I can into my collection. I'm always on the hunt for more. They're just quite hard to find. Eventually I would love to do a Northlight video and kind of explain a little bit more about them, but very briefly, they are resin horses that were made in the UK in the early 90s. There's a really wonderful Facebook group where a lot of the people who are still actively collecting them chat, and where I've gotten most of my information, and the person who got a lot of them imported into the state is still active in the group as well. So she is a wealth of information. I just love them. They're really cool texture-wise. They're a little bit heavier than a Breyer or a Stone because of what they're made out of. And they're just, I don't know, when I see them, I want to pick them up just to make sure that a couple of them are preserved since they're no longer being made. This is obviously a Welsh mountain pony. He is my first that is on a stand, and as you can see, he had a little bit of an oopsie, which is totally fine. He will be a great one for me to practice repairs on, but the person that I purchased him from was so kind, and they were saying that they repair Northlights among other things, and they were trying to give him to me for $1, which is just so generous. I I love the North Lights. I just think they're so charming and so expressive. So definitely going to be a video on them eventually. All right, we're back in the cat hair corner. This is Vinder. He is my one limited edition that I let myself pick up this year. I'm trying to be very picky with the models that I bring home, both for space and budget reasons, but I love this guy. I love his shading. I tried to pick out a nice copy for show reasons, but I don't care. He's gorgeous. He's got the sweetest face, and his shading is really pretty. I love the faded socks around his little feet. So yeah, I was very excited to be able to pick up a copy of him and bring him home with me. All right, there you can see his face a little bit better. He's got the brightest brown eyes too. He's just precious. He's really cute. Can't go wrong with Icelandic horses. And since we're right here, this is Letha. Arguably might be my favorite special run, just overall, definitely for the past couple years. I love this guy. This is my first on the Ethereal mold by Kathleen Moody, and I would love to get the variation at some point. I was really hoping that I was able to pull that one so I wouldn't have to compete with secondhand prices, but even more so, I really wanted the normal variation, and he's everything. I love this guy. I love his sweet little face. He's so expressive. Very, very happy that he was able to come home with me. He just looks so cute too. And then my other two special runs that I brought home this year was the other Bay Paint. This is Midnetzel, and he is just gorgeous. I also really, really like this guy. I was quite pleased to be able to bring this guy home. And then the one special run that I was so on the fence about, I'm so happy I got this guy. This is Hertier. I saw somebody make a comment on Infinity Breyer's video when she was reviewing him for Breyer that he looked like a paralysis demon. And I knew I needed him. Look at him. He's so cursed and beautiful and huge, and he's horse-sized. I believe he's actually a red, oh, hang on. So he is a red deer, and I love him. I love him so much. He's so cool. I don't have a lot of animal molds. I predominantly just have my two cows right here, Heidi and Edelweiss, or Lark and Nettle as I call them. But I'm just so tickled. I really like him.
You can run, but I'll still be in your nightmares!
And then moving on to Clarion finds. So this is Get This Party Started. She was a BreyerFest 2025 special run, and I was not the biggest fan of the special runs last year, if I'm being honest. But again, she was such a good price, and she's so cute, and I've been wanting one on this mold, so I thought she would be a good first one. I did not realize that this mold has eyelashes until I picked her up, and I was like, oh my goodness, she's so cute. So this is Hydrox, if you know, you know. My husband named her. Very happy to have brought her home. And then my other Clarion traditional purchase that I came home with, who I also was not looking for, is the Slante Surprise from BreyerFest 2020. She is the Red Roan Pinto variation, and I really, really like her. she's been like on my ISO list for a while. I was just casually hoping to find her at some point, but this copy specifically is so pink, and she's got such lovely spotting for her roan color. I saw her and I walked away because it was like the first night that I was at the Clarion. I was like, I don't know if I should be spending money quite yet. But if you're familiar with shopping in the Clarion, if you walk away, there's always a chance that they will be gone when you come back. So I ended up turning around and bringing her home. Okay, last but certainly not least, this was technically a pre-BreyerFest purchase, but I'm going to include her here because she's really, really special, and it happened like almost directly right before BreyerFest. But one of my favorite models in my collection is my copy of Eldora. I got her last year at BreyerFest. She's been very special to me. I have number 111 on this mold. She is a Peter Stone, part of their Artisan series, and there were 200 made of her. Alongside me just really loving the paint job on Eldora, there are also variations. So there are a handful that supposedly have blue eyes, there's a handful that are in gloss, and there's a handful that have a fully black tail. And I knew at some point I wanted to find a variation of her just because she's so special to me. She's also been inspiration for character design for me. So I knew that I wanted to find a variation of her. There's also an artist proof. I was hoping before BreyerFest to put out an ISO to either find a variation of Eldora or to find the artist proof. Obviously the artist proof would be much harder to find because there's only one of them to my knowledge, but the model horse community is so small. I was hoping that there would be a chance that I would find her. And lo and behold, when I was visiting my best friend, she popped up in one of the groups that I was at, not for sale, but looking for identification. And so I reached out to the person and I let them know, you know, this is who this horse is, etc. If for some reason you ever happen to sell her, please keep me in mind. I would be very interested. And like a week and a half, maybe before BreyerFest, they reached out to me. So this is the artist proof of Eldora, and she is one of the most special models in my collection now. I still cannot believe that she's in my collection. I'm just flabbergasted both by the kindness of that person for actually remembering me and just like taking me up on my offer. So they were super kind. I didn't know the condition that she was going to be in. Quite frankly, I didn't care. I just wanted her for the sake of collectability. I just thought she'd be a really cool piece to have. See if I can get it to focus on her tummy. Her tummy mark is very, very faint, but it says Eldora and then the artist name and artist proof. I absolutely love her. She is so special, and I did not realize that she would have a face marking. I remember reading about this horse when I was looking up information on my copy of Eldora. To actually have her in my possession is a really, really cool feeling. So I am very happy to have her join the herd. Yeah. As I was starting to edit, I realized I forgot one more thing that I got at BreyerFest, and arguably one of the coolest things that I got this amazing bareback tack set. This is from Frost Valley Creations. Roxy is not new, but she's actually one of my carpet herd ponies, but I just thought this looked so beautiful on her, so I've been having her as one of my display pieces, so I'll go ahead and get her down so you can see her a little bit better. But this set is so detailed. It's so beautiful. This is my first real tack set, and I would love to eventually do performance and start making my own, but it's so beautiful, and it's already something that I treasure so much. The details on it are amazing. The artist who made this was, again, just the sweetest person, was so kind. Everything is like literally removable. I could pull these pieces out if I wanted to. I can retie them and adjust them accordingly. And I really enjoyed having it on display, and Roxy has been wearing it very beautifully. So I just had to pop in quickly and show this set off before I forgot about it. I can't believe I almost forgot about it. It's too pretty not to share. And I believe that is everybody. There's probably some things that I am forgetting, but overall a really, really wonderful BreyerFest. I feel extremely privileged to have been able to go and to bring home so many new faces. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know who your favorite was, or if you had a favorite find, if you attended BreyerFest either in person or virtually, or what your favorite experience was. Just, let me know. I'd love to hear all about it. Thank you so much for watching again. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye! 5 special run. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.